Welcome back to the Crypto Gorilla YouTube channel. So I haven't made a video in roughly 9 days. I was pretty sick last week, so I wasn't able to film. I was still, doing the whole NFT thing, talking to a ton of projects, making good flips, but I didn't feel up to the task of making a video. Also, there wasn't really anything that inspired me to make a video about it, so I just took some time off. But I figured I would touch base with you guys, make a video today, and talk about the most hyped upcoming mints over the weekend, as well as share my opinion on the Yuga Labs land drop, since so many people have been asking me if I got some, how I feel about it. So I might as well tell the world. As usual, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion, and you should always do your own research before buying or selling anything. Even though I am planning to mint these projects, anything can happen from the time I release the video up until the mint, even during the mint. So just because I say I'm planning to mint something, it doesn't mean I will, and you should always make sure that the project is right for you. Now, as usual, my strategy with all of these has been to get whitelist, because that is the safest way to mint something, because you could hang back, wait, and see what other people are doing and how the NFT is performing on the market. So the first project that I'm excited about is minting today, and that is going to be Kahiru. Now, in my opinion, 3D art is very difficult to pull off, and more often than not, it just does not end up looking good. And if we look at all of the pieces that they've released, while I don't love them all, there's definitely some that I feel aren't as good as others. This one, I guess he has bamboo on his back, but it kind of looks like pool noodles on a first glance. But I do like a lot of the pieces that are coming out, and in my opinion, the quality of this 3D art is much better than 99% of the projects that we're seeing on the market or upcoming projects, even some that I'm having interviews with and they're showing me their art, and I pretty much just rip them apart. So I am a fan of the Kahiru 3D art. Now, of course, the most infamous piece is going to be the first piece that they released. That's this one, the Blood Queen, and this one I'm a very big fan of. And personally, if you put this in a giveaway, you are going to get a ton of retweets. I actually did 2 giveaways with them. I went and asked if I could do another one because I know it's just going to get 40K retweets and it's going to help grow my follower base. So one of the metrics I personally look at is how well does a project's giveaways perform, and for Kahiru, they performed very well for all influencers, for all projects. Like, I went to check out other people's giveaways, and across the board, Kahiru performed very well. So there is a very big demand for this project. Now, roughly 1 week ago, the team fully doxed themselves, and they also went ahead and released a trailer featuring one of their characters just to show off the quality of their art and what their artist is capable of. So as I said, this is the first one that I'm looking forward to. The whitelist price is going to be 0.12, the public price is going to be 0.14, and this one is happening today on May 4th. The second project that I'm expecting to do very well is going to be Mind Blow On Universe. Now, this project is based on a daily comic, and the account on Twitter for the comic has almost 1 million followers, and the art for this project is going to be very similar to the art in their comics. The Twitter account is about to hit 300,000 followers, and if we take a look at some of the art for this collection, I do believe this is the type of art that is going to work very well for NFTs. And similar to Kahiru, their giveaways did very well, and they do get a lot of Twitter engagement. Now, the team that is helping out with this project is going to be Arctivac, which is the team behind projects like Averick Saga, Monaverse, and more recently, Karafuru. So personally, I do have very high expectations for Mind Blow On, and I do expect it to perform well on the secondary market. This project is going to be dropping on May 7th. It's going to be a Dutch auction, and the supply is lower than the typical project at 6969 NFTs. The third and final project, you probably guessed it, is going to be Project PXN, also known as the Phantom Network. Now, this one is created by the team behind Nanoverse, the creators of NanoPass, and it has been hyped for a while. I will say the team over at Nanoverse, they understand marketing at a very high level, and they know how to get people hyped. They know how to market and promote a project. I really like the trailers that they're releasing. They have an excellent team of artists and animators. I know Ray has a huge team working under him, working on all these different projects. So I have very high expectations when it comes to projects coming out of Nanoverse. Now, as for a Twitter following, they have almost 420,000 followers, and they get incredible engagement on their Twitter. If we just scroll down here, they just posted a picture. Granted, they did turn it into a whitelist giveaway, but it's not the typical whitelist giveaway where they say, here's a giveaway, tag 3 friends, retweet, like, all that. Here they're pretty much just putting a picture and it's getting an incredible amount of likes and retweets. As for the art behind this project, I'm a very big fan. As I said, they have a great team of both artists and animators, so I do have high expectations when it comes to this entire collection. One of the complaints I heard and I personally had for NanoPass was that the variety in the NFTs, while there are 5 different themes, if you just look at one theme, you really cannot tell a difference between all of these NFTs. So between the upcoming phase 2 avatars for NanoPass and the Project PXN, I do see this as a chance for the team to redeem themselves with the art, because in my opinion, this art looks incredible. Now, unfortunately, it will be a Dutch auction. It's going to be starting at 2 Ethereum, and I'm pretty sure it's going to mint out at 2 Ethereum. Everyone I talk to thinks it's going to be a cook. Everyone says they're ready to mint at 2 ETH. And one of the reasons for that is they're doing the Dutch auction style that refunds you. So if you buy at 2 Ethereum and the final price is 1 Ethereum, you're going to get refunded 1 Ethereum. So people are going to have no fear minting at the top at 2 ETH, because even if it goes down to 1 ETH, if it goes down to 0.5, they're going to get refunded the difference. But one of the results of that is that it's probably going to mint near the top. The other reason just being that the demand for this project is so high. I'm even having people tell me that they believe this is the next Azuki. So if you have whitelist, congratulations. I'm positive this is going to make an amazing flip. If not, you could try your luck at Dutch auction. I know we just had the Yuga Labs land drop where both the price to mint and gas was insane. So a lot of people were upset about that. We might have a similar situation here where it's minting out at 2 Ethereum and gas to mint is very high. But that is the game when you're playing on Ethereum. And unfortunately, until we have ETH 2.0 or we move to a different chain, this is going to be the story unless projects are willing to do pre-mint raffles, which still upsets people because you're able to bot it. You're able to get a bunch of accounts in. For Moonbirds, while there was only 32,000 entries, I do know people who had 30 entries and were able to mint 8 Moonbirds. So that's it for the top 3 projects that I'm minting over the next few days and the weekend. I do expect PXN to perform the best. So it's going to be interesting from now until then to see what happens with the space. Finally, I want to quickly touch on the other side land sale, because so many people have been asking me about this and my opinion if I got some. So yes, I did get some. I did not have a KYC wallet, but luckily somebody I carry in PUBG in my server, I was able to get 3 from him, or we split 3. So I had half of 3. And that way, if we got a rare one, we would both benefit. And we both took on the burden of gas. So we split it. It wasn't so bad. Now, we did not get a coda. We did not get a rare one. We sold one before reveal, and then we sold another while the price was still high. So right now we are in a profit and we're holding each half of one. We're holding one together. So I still do have one left. However, I am very disappointed with how this sale went. As everybody is, everyone has been speaking out against Yuga Labs and how they handled the sale. They 100% should have done a pre-mint raffle to have the entire space go to a halt and the network basically be down, and you can't mint anything, you can't buy anything, you can't even send money. To send ETH, it would have cost you 0.15 Ethereum just to send ETH from one wallet to another. So they pretty much jammed up everything for their sale. And for a company trying to raise hundreds of millions of dollars and be VC backed, this was extremely disappointing. Now, as many have been pointing out, the price is down pretty bad from the high. I believe the high was around 9 Ethereum. And depending when you bought your ape token, if you minted one of these, you are probably at a loss due to the high gas fee. I personally paid 1.8 Ethereum in gas just to mint these. Now, one interesting opinion I did see was by NFT Llama. He says they could have used a better contract. He also says they could have done a raffle. However, they chose to have high gas on purpose. And the reason for this was to make more money, because more gas equals a higher price on secondary, which means they're going to have more royalties. So they end up making more because their royalties are of a bigger sale price. And if we check these secondary sales, they have already hit 200,000 Ethereum in volume traded. Their royalty fee on these trades is going to be 5%. So they have already made 10,000 Ethereum in secondary sales, which is currently $28 million. Now, I was also disappointed in their response to all this. They're pretty much saying they're sorry for turning out the lights on Ethereum, and it's pretty clear that they're gonna have to move ApeCoin to its own chain, which personally I don't think any of us want, but they're trying to spin this. They kind of didn't take the available solutions, and now they're saying that they're going to solve the problem, which to me makes absolutely no sense, but it is what it is. If you did have a failed transaction, they do say they will be refunding gas, so at least they are doing that. But all in all, I do still have big expectations for Yuga Labs. The question is going to be the timeline. When are they going to start making announcements? I did see people saying that their token was very well planned, where it was just hitting exchange after exchange, and they had a lot of solid news coming out. So hopefully they took that into account, and they do have things planned to release in the upcoming weeks to help pump the price and give confidence back to their holders, because everything is down pretty bad. If you held a mutant, it was roughly around 43 Ethereum. It is currently at 25 Ethereum. Same thing for their token. I believe it hit a high of $26, and it is currently under $15, which was to be expected. So like I said, hopefully they do have some sort of utility for the land, or they have some sort of announcement soon to help give confidence back to their holders. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.